No long talk, let us make you a professional at detecting Ponzi schemes so that you and your family members will never again fall victims to platforms like CBEX, Racksterli, you know the rest. Let's get into it. In this video, you'll be seeing the red flags, the flags that look green but are not green, and then we'll be going into a legal perspective on exactly what to do to root out whether or not a platform is a Ponzi or it's legitimate. Red flag 1, everybody has flogged this already, crazy high returns. If it sounds too good to be true, it's obviously too good to be true. CBEX was offering 100% returns in 30 days. Think about it, if they were really doing AI trading and could get 100% of their money in 30 days, why would they need to collect your own money? Why wouldn't they just go to an institutional investor and collect hundreds of millions of naira or dollars so that the doubling of that money is more stress-free? Number 2, they're not managing people. Number 3, they're basically getting really, really good money. Think about it. Red flag 2, on doxed founders. If you cannot find the name of the founders, what they do for a living, if you cannot see them, they don't have background in investment, there's a very high chance that it's a scam. When the founders are on doxed or are doxed and are not professional enough, then you should know that these people are probably trying to get your money. Red flag 3, hazy, crazy, or silly methods of making money. For example, Racksterli told us then that all you need to do is post an ad on your WhatsApp, but a lot of people will post that ad on their WhatsApp and delete it immediately, yet they are earning money for it. If posting that thing on your WhatsApp was really the thing that was going to make them their money, why would they make it such that you can easily game the system? Red flag number 4, being unregistered with the relevant authorities. Now, some of them play a game where they make it look like they actually registered. CBEX was registered with the CAC, had a school certificate from the EFCC. That does not mean that they are properly registered, because they are an entity that is engaged in issuing investment products to the public. We'll be going into my conversation with Barrister Kenny, where he breaks down all of the requirements needed to actually practice as a securities issuing entity in Nigeria. So quickly watch that.
Right, and I have a couple of questions for you. So the first one is that this CBEX, for example, were registered under ST Technologies or something like that with the Corporate Affairs Commission, and they had this SCUMO certificate from EFCC as well. So that was one of the things that they used to basically rope people in. But both of us know that those are not enough for them to be compliant as an investment company. So what kind of registration should investment institutes have to operate ROI programs, and where can one, as a regular person wanting to validate platforms like this, go to check or find such information?
I wish interview could get to the grassroots. And there are a lot of people that will be asking the same question. If you want to start anything in Nigeria as form of business, CAC is actually mandating it for everybody to register. As a requirement, for instance, if you want to open up a bank account for your company, you have to get a SCUMO certificate. It does not necessarily mean that it's kind of a form of registration that the government is aware of what you are doing. There are sector-specific registration. This falls under the purview of Capital Markets, Securities and Exchange Commission, that's the SEC. So it is not enough for you to just have a CAC registration and say you want to go into the capital market. So before you be able to say, this is the public, I want to get money from the public, you have to go through the SEC. So then we are going to be talking about the capital market operators. For instance, we have the brokers, dealers, investment advisors. So all of these people are expected to also register with the SEC. So it's not just enough for you to say that, for instance, you want to give an investment advice and say that, okay, since I'm not part of the company, I think that you guys should go and invest in CBEX. CBEX is giving money. You can actually be liable for that just by stating that, because you are not actually qualified to give.
You're not licensed.
You are not a licensed operator in that advice and in that instance.
A company like CBEX, for example, should have registered with the SEC. If a company like that came out again, how would one verify that they are registered with the SEC?
And go on their website, www.sec.gov.ng. They publish their names and the kind of license they are giving.
Oh, lovely.
Before they even get to that stage, that means they will have gone through series of checks with the SEC. So they are going to get a lot of things from them. To get their prospectus talking about what they are issuing to the public. They are going to even scrutinize the directors, look at how qualified they are to even start an investment scheme. So those are things that are put in place with the SEC that if you are not genuine, obviously you can't stay true.
The second question, right? As a customer, do you run the risk of getting that jail term and fine, or is it just the agents and the creators of these schemes?
Though Section 26 and Section 61 of the ISA was actually referring to this thing, there's a possibility that the promoter will fall into the net of the law, basically.
Sorry, by promoters, you mean, okay, the person that told you that, Kenny, come and join, that's a promoter.
You might not really say that they are promoters, but they can be said to be capital market operators. You come and meet me and tell me to invest in CBEX, or maybe you start doing a video trying to explain what you are doing there is you are giving an investment advice. For instance, in the US, there was a time Kim Kardashian had a case with the US SEC. They did not charge her that she's the one doing it, but she's not licensed to be like an investment.
She was giving financial advice, more or less.
Yes, you might not know the CEO, but you're actively, promoting, this business to the public, so you can actually be fined for that.
Both the people at the top of the company in terms of creating and managing the organization, as well as the ones that are more visible, the influencers, the online promoters, the person that created a TikTok account and started to canvas, use my referral code, those people could easily get, sunk, they could get netted by the law as well.
Yeah, it's possible.
Fifth red flag is 1 to 4 combined with a very aggressive referral program. Referral programs are not bad. Legitimate companies engage in referral programs. You see that the returns from that are actually reasonable. Let's quickly go into those flags that look like green flags but are not. Both in sheep's clothing. I already mentioned number 1, having only a CAC registration. We flogged that. Let's go to number 2. Longevity. The fact that this platform has existed for 5, 6, 7 months does not mean that the crash day is not in the horizon. Remember, the original Ponzi scheme created by Charles Ponzi lasted for over a year and a lot of Americans fell for it. Number 3. I'm coming for you people's throats with this one. Celebrity endorsements, my God, like a lot of us fall for these things, but just know that these celebrities, a lot of time, they don't even have enough information. Okay, some of them are actually greedy, they don't care, but there are some that actually have, good intentions, but they don't have enough information to be able to give you financial advice. So shine your eyes. No, they follow celebrity, go shook your money, but you no go come out, okay? Number 4, having physical offices. Let me tell you, physical offices are cheap compared to the amount of money they make from you. CBEX made away with about 10 billion. Is it $10 billion? 10 billion naira. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy amount of money. Why would they not be able to afford an office of 10, 20 million naira per year in Abuja and add in old people as staff? Why? So having a physical office does not mean anything. It means nothing because they've made enough money to be able to fund all of those locations. All they need to do when they know that they're about to go crazy is they'll just vacate the offices. Sefini, no pass like that though. No pass like that. Number 5 and the last red flag that looks green. Customer reviews. Reviews can be doctored, reviews can be, especially in this AI age, you can create reviews from absolutely thin air. You can create a lot of things. So please don't be fooled. The only people after watching this video that will still fall for a Ponzi scheme is those people that are just, I want to try my luck, I want to try. Let me see if I'll be one of the people that will make money. You shouldn't trust your financial plans to things like that. There are a lot of people, entered and they were like, okay, let me just quickly do this last one. And then that was when their money got hooked. I hope this video has been helpful. Please send it to everybody that you think will find it useful. We had a lot of good conversations. If there's anything that you want me to talk about and dive into, please let me know in the comment section below. It was lovely having the conversation with you, Barrister Kenny. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you'll be able to join us. Well, you already said you'll be able to join us in future. Anyway, I am Aderonke. Thank you for coming to my tech talk. I will see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.